It's time to complete Lesson 3, Chapter 6, Organizing List Information. Click Continue. I'm going to look at my Word icon. Here we have just the one file. Step number 1. With the HR training document open, ensure the cursor is in the training seminar title line, and then on the Home tab in the Styles group, click Heading 1 in the Quick Styles gallery. So let's make sure I have the HR training document open at the top of the page. I'm going to make sure my cursor is blinking in the training seminar title line. There it is. And I'm going to click Heading 1. Now I'm going to select coaching files and the coaching files and the project heading, and we're going to apply heading 2 style to these lines. So here's heading 2 style. Mark as answered and click Next. Select the first 4 points under coaching. So let's find coaching, starting from reaching out to negotiation skills. So I'm going to select from reaching out to negotiation skills. On the Home tab, in the paragraph group, click Bullets. Notice that Word applies a bullet to the last point, even though there was a blank line between the last 2 points. You can choose to delete the blank line. In this case, we will leave it as is. So leave it there. Mark as answered and click Next. Select the items under the project heading from Measures to Storyboard and click Numbering. So I'm going to click from Measures to Storyboard, and this time in the paragraph group, instead of bullet points, I'm going to click Numbering. And it matches the instruction panel picture. Select the first line with the dash and click the arrow on the Bullets button. So here's the first line that has a dash. So I'm going to select it, and I'm going to click the arrow on the bullet. So next to the bullets here, there's a tiny arrow that points down, and I'm going to select Solid Bullet. So if I put my cursor over these bullets, it should tell me the name of each one. Nope, it's not. So I'm just going to click the solid bullet. There we go. Word applies the bullet at the same indent position. So it didn't move, it just instead of the hyphen, the dash, we now have a bullet. Click the arrow for bullets button and then click Define New Bullet. So I'm going to click on the bullet button and come to the bottom and choose Define New Bullet. Next, click Symbol and then click the arrow for font. So this is for font. We're going to click this arrow and scroll until we find Wingdings. So it's alphabetical, so we're going to go to the W's, and here's Wingdings. Okay, or when we first came in, if you click on this drop-down box and just type a W, it takes you to the W's, so it's a little faster to find Wingdings. We're going to click an arrow style that points to the right. Let's find an arrow style that points to the right. I'm going to scroll down a little bit so I can find an arrow style that points to the right. Here's one. And choose this arrow that points to the right. Click OK twice to exit the dialog boxes. OK, OK. On the ruler, drag the left indent marker so the bullet aligns with the first character in initiative. So here's initiative, and we want the bullet point to line up with that first character. So here is our left indent. I'm going to move it over so that the bullet is right under initiative. There we go. Next, we're going to click in the second line with the dash bullet, and we're going to press Control Y. Notice how Word only changes the indent. It moved it over. This is a result of asking Word to repeat the last action. If you want the point to have all the same options, use the Format Painter instead. So click anywhere in the bullet with the arrow bullet. Click the Home tab and click the Format Painter in the clipboard group. Okay, so I'm going to click on that line that has the arrow bullet and then come to the clipboard group and click on the paintbrush. That is the Format Painter. And then we're going to click on the line that begins with irreversible, and just one click matches the bullet point. Mark as answered and click Next. Now we're going to select the 3 lines below the benchmarks diagram from There Is Always to 2 tasks, and then we'll click Bullets. Here are the text There Is Always all the way to 2 tasks, and we're going to click on Bullets. With the bullets still selected, click the arrow for the bullets and then click the solid bullet. Use the Decrease Indent button to move the bullets to the left margin. So up here in the paragraph group, if you put your cursor on this icon, it will tell you the name of it is Decrease Indent. So we're going to use that button to move the bullets to the left margin. When the bullets change to a numbered list, click the bullet button again. So we're going to click Bullets again. Mark as answered and click Next. Scroll in the document until you are on page 2 and select the 4 lines starting from Direct to the end of Outcome Only Abdicate. So scroll to page 2. I can see the word Direct, and I'm going to hold my mouse down all the way to Outcome Only Abdicate. Be careful you only select this text and not over. On the Home tab, in the paragraph group, click Numbering, and that's this tool again, the 1, 2, and 3. Click the Auto Correct Options button to the left of item 6, Direct, and then click Restart Numbering. So this little lightning, if I put my cursor on it, it tells me that is called Auto Correct Options. We're going to click that button and choose Restart Numbering, because this is a different list, so we want it to begin with the number 1. 4. Select the 3 points below the asterisk, different levels of initiative text. So here are the 3 points beneath asterisk, different levels of initiative. On the Home tab in the paragraph group, click Numbering again. Suppose you realize the numbering should be continuous from the previous numbered list. With the 3 points still selected, click the arrow for numbering and click Set Numbering Value. So back up here at Numbering, we're going to choose Set Numbering Value at the bottom of the list. And we're going to click the box Continue from Previous List. And we're also going to click Advanced Value, Skip Numbers. In the Set Value To field, we're going to change this to 5, although mine already is 5. And we're even if yours already says 5, still press up and down once and click OK. And ours should look just like the picture, which it does. So we're going to mark as answered and click Next. Now we're going to open another document. So please go to File, Open, Browse, Documents, Jasper Active, Resource Files, and Building a Model Airplane. Press the Control key at the same time as the End key to move to the end of the document. And we're going to press Tab and type Build each group separately and press Enter. Then we're going to press Tab twice and type Allow to dry completely before attaching anything else and press Enter. Please remember you can pause this video anytime to do this work on your own screen. We're going to press Tab once and type Assemble each portion together per manual and press Enter. Step number 5, we're going to select each line of the text. Okay, we're going to start at Purchase and to the end. We will not include the title. Okay, so start at the word Purchase and end at Manual. On the Home tab in the paragraph group, click Multi-Level List. So here's the paragraph group. Click Multi-Level List and find the one that says 1AI. That's this one here. Click anywhere on the line that begins with Open Box, and we're going to press the Decrease Indent button. It's this button here in the paragraph group. And when we do that, it promotes this line to the same line as number 1. But we're going to now go to the Quick Access toolbar and click Undo this arrow to return it to its spot. Now we're going to select the 3 points below the purchase line that starts with Open Box carefully and ends with All Pieces Included. And on the ruler, we're going to click this left indent button. If your ruler is not showing, you can go to the View tab and click the ruler. Okay. We're going to click on the left indent marker. So you'll notice if you put your cursor on there but don't click, it tells you that's the name of this tool. And we are going to drag it over so that the ABC lines up perfectly under the P. There we go. Now below the 2, we're going to select only the A, B, and C. The read instructions, underneath the read instructions line. And we're going to press Control Y. So now we're going to click in the I line that begins with allowed to dry, and we're going to click on the Home tab, the Decrease Indent button. Mark as answered and show results. Great. Click X to return to Jasper Active. You have now completed Lesson 3, Chapter 6, Organizing List Information.